Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? Welcome back to the channel and your daily dose of Mortal Kombat 11 news, leaks, and discussions. Today we're going to be talking about MK11 and whether it is over and done or not. I don't know if you guys saw the Kombat Kast yesterday, but at the end of it they talked about the Kombat League Seasons repeating December 29th. So that's what we're going to be talking about, whether I think it's the end or not. It's very weird, but before we get into it, you already know what to do. Smash the hell out of that subscribe button. We're getting close to 10k. Also, leave me a like on the video. It helps the video by showing the YouTube algorithm that people like the video, so it'll show it off to more people. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video, giving me your feedback. I really appreciate it. Also, click that link in the description down below to our Discord server. We have over 150 awesome members in there who love to talk MK and life and everything else in general. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this one. So yesterday on the Kombat Kast, if you guys were watching, or if you watched my breakdown yesterday that I uploaded, Derek Kirksick, one of the Kombat Kast hosts, talked about how Kombat League Seasons will be repeating December 29th. There will be no new skin seasons as far as he said. He didn't say otherwise. He just said all of the seasons will be repeated. It would repeat all the way until December of next year. Because if you guys do the math, each Kombat League season comes out 7 days after the old one. So we would get the newest Kombat League season. The old one would end on like the 22nd, and then the new one, the one that starts repeating the seasons, will be on the 29th. So that's a little weird, and seeing how it would be to that day the next year when, of course, all of them would repeat, that's kind of leading a lot of people to think that Mortal Kombat 11 is done. Because in my eyes and a lot of the other eyes that I saw talking about it, you would think that if they were going to add more content to the game, if they were going to continue supporting it with DLC characters and this whole Aftermath Part 2 leak shit that's going on right now, you would think that they'd also support it in the competitive online scene. Maybe not the tournament scene, but a lot of people use Kombat League as their competitive scene. The people who really enjoy playing competitively but don't want to go as far as playing in tournaments. A lot of people use that, you know, for practice. Even competitive players sometimes use that for practice and everything else. A lot of people play Kombat League. Kombat League skins, new seasons were a reason. It was a reason that a lot of people still stuck around and continue playing the game. So the fact that they're repeating the skin seasons, yeah, that's going to bring a lot of people like me who didn't come in until Season 7. That's going to bring me back to Kombat League to get some of the skins that I never got a chance to get. But at the same time, it just really makes you think that MK11 is done and over. Because if they're not going to be supporting the main aspect of their online play, why would they continue adding characters? Derek didn't go in depth about how many seasons would be repeated, but you have to assume if they're repeating seasons, they're going to repeat all of them. I could be wrong, and they could just repeat the best skin seasons, and they could do like a best of leading into the next year. And then maybe when that skin season ends, the last repeated season with the best of skins, maybe that would lead us into the next piece of content that we would get. But from what Derek said, he pretty much said that all of the skins are going to be the same in each season. They're just going to be reorganized in a different order. So if you weren't able to hit Demigod in that season and get that specific skin, that skin could be at the very bottom now, so you don't have to get all the way to Demigod for it. It's very interesting, but when it comes down to it, it's so weird that something like that would even enter our brains, that they're even doing something like that, because a counterpoint to all of this, if you guys keep up with the other videos, the data mines pretty much showed when Kombat Pack 1 came out, and of course that which shall not be named happened. But when the Kombat Pack 1 came out, there were some data mines that came out that listed Kombat Pack 1, Kombat Pack 2, and Kombat Pack 3. The only thought that I've had on that is Kombat Pack 1 was Kombat Pack 1, Kombat Pack 2 was actually Aftermath, and Kombat Pack 3 ended up being Kombat Pack 2. That's the only logical explanation I have for that if there is no more content. But they've also went out of their way to damage the ability to data mine in MK11 recently after Kombat Pack 2's data mine, not before, after that. They've put in measures to avidly keep data miners from doing what they do in MK11. So why would you do something like that if you didn't have more content coming in? I guess unless you're trying out the system for the next game that would be releasing. That would be the only counterpoint I would have there. But, I mean, there's also just so many other hints and character references and everything else. References that, in my eyes, you would not see in a video game unless those characters were eventually coming later down the line, like Havoc, who has been mentioned in the story many times. Whether you like Havoc, whether you love Havoc, whether you hate Havoc, I'm somewhere in the middle. He's a very cool character. I'd like to see him. He is a character that deserves to be in MK11. They shouldn't be pulling our leg that much with that character's name being referenced in pretty much every piece of the story and then not add the character. That's crazy to me unless they're hinting at the next game and where it will take place, which Counterpoint to that would make a lot of sense with the way Aftermath ended, talking about Chaos Realm leading into Chaos Realm. It would make sense for that to be the setting for MK12. But at the same time, there's just so many other things that go into it, so many different data mines, leaks that seem to possibly be true due to them getting so many other things right. It's just hard to tell. And me, of course, I'm a YouTuber who does speculation theories and, you know, thought-provoking videos when it comes to these topics. I try to answer the questions as best as I can, but this is a question that I really can't answer straight up. I really cannot answer and say that no, MK11 is not dead or done, or yes, MK11 is done. That's just not, that's out of my ability. But the one answer I can give you is we should know a little bit more on November 17th. November 17th, when the big update drops, Kombat Pack 2 comes, and the balance changes come, the data miners are going to be hard at work. Even though NRS put in their little security details to try to stop the data miners from doing anything, they'll still get by it. And we should know something on November 17th or a few days afterwards. The only thing I can really say is that is about 10 days away now. It's not a long time to wait, and we should know something then. It is a scary thought, seeing as Mortal Kombat 11 doesn't feel done to me. They're adding all of these big meta changing things and everything else, and it feels like that it would just be kind of shitty if we got this one last big hoorah, changes the gameplay completely, and then no other balance patches, no other content, and everything else. That would be wild to me, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you did in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. I'm very interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Shout out to Frank the Tank H2O, a big boy not only on here, supporting through that blue join member button. If you guys would like to check that out and be cool like Frank, click on that join button and see everything that you can get to diversify yourself in the comments section and in my streams. But he also supports on Patreon. Link in the description down below to that. It's one of the best ways, besides the join button, to actually support the channel. And also, don't forget, we do have merch. Don't forget about that. A lot of people do. Link in the description down below. I just stuttered. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. My name is Tooten. Peace.